dude. I'm not mad at you.
You're breaking my window, guys. I'm a U.S. citizen. It's insane.
We are witnessing state repression and fascism accelerate. And for Filipinos in the US, we are facing this on multiple fronts. One of the hallmarks of a fascist government is the criminalization of dissent.
In a democracy, people have the right to speak, to have an opinion about their government, to assemble, to protest, to activism. Under a fascist government, those rights are taken away.
Alex Bretti was protecting a woman from ICE agents before those agents forced him to the ground and shot him 10 times. Jessica Plicta was arrested while being interviewed by local news for protesting the US killing of 100 people in Venezuela during the bombings and the military operation that abducted Maduro. Nonprofit organizations that have operated for years with little opposition from the government are now in danger of being targeted as, quote, domestic terrorist organizations.
The message is clear. If you don't agree with the government, you're a threat. You're even considered a terrorist.
This is something very familiar to Filipinos. Not only are we facing fascism from the Trump administration, we are facing it from the Philippine government as well. Yakub Vihandre is a Filipino-American DACA recipient legally residing in the US who was taken by ICE on October 7, 2025, for speaking out on social media against the ongoing genocide of the Palestinian people by Israel. Yakub was accused by the Trump administration of, quote, inciting terror for exercising his freedom of speech.
In November, I myself was detained at the Manila International Airport, interrogated, and now blacklisted from coming back home to the Philippines by the Marcos government for my years-long advocacy and activism.
Chantal Anacoche, a Filipino-American former student leader and advocate against U.S. funding for human rights violations by the Philippine military and police, was visiting and conducting research on an indigenous community in Abra de Ilog, Occidental Mindoro, that had been bombed and strafed by the Philippine Army on New Year's Day 2026. And if you look at available public information, there's money, planning, and cooperation between ICE and the Philippine National Police, the Philippine military and the US military, and Trump and Marcos themselves. There's a lot of risk in standing up for people against a fascist government. We could be blacklisted like myself, or even imprisoned like Yakub, or taken by the military like Chantal, both of whom are being accused of inciting, quote, terror. But what history teaches us over and over is that fascism always loses to a mass movement of brave people.
People who understand that it might be dangerous, but the only way to defeat tyranny is to courageously work together and fight back.